Welcome to the Shift Podcast, Conversations That Matter, with your host, Jessica Sanchez. Let's jump right into it. So, hey everyone, welcome back. We're here on episode 3, and today's episode is going to focus on navigating chaos, staying grounded when the world feels on fire. So, today we are going to have a raw, honest reflection on how to stay centered in a time of political division, economic uncertainty, media overload, and burnout. And that is an important one, you guys, the burnout, and why staying grounded in itself is a radical act. So let's jump into it, guys. So, let's jump into today's episode, everyone. Hey, y'all, and welcome. Welcome back to the shift where real talk meets real change. And here we have conversations that matter. I am your host, Jessica Sanchez. And if you're listening right now, you probably feel it too. That pressure, right? That fatigue, that sense that the world is just on fire. Every headline that we're seeing lately is heavy. Every conversation feels so loaded. And whether you're watching the news, scrolling through your feed, or just trying to get through your day, um, it's like the chaos is always right there, right? So, today, I just want to talk about that. Not just about what's happening, but how we're holding it, right? How we're coping, and what it means to stay grounded in these times when everything around us just feels like it's falling apart. So, we're not just imagining it, it is a lot. Let's just name it, right? This moment in history is so exhausting. We're literally dealing with skyrocketing prices, political division, mass disinformation, and extremist violence. Also, we are seeing institutions that feel broken beyond repair. And we're expected to just keep going, to clock in, to show up, to smile, to post something and say the right thing, right? Just keep producing, keep surviving. If you feel overwhelmed, you're not weak. You're not overreacting. You're human. You're human in a system that is designed to keep us distracted, divided, and burned out. And we don't talk enough about what that kind of pressure does to our minds, our bodies, and our relationships overall. Because survival isn't the same as peace, and distraction isn't the same as healing. So, chaos as a tool of control. Now, here's something we don't always realize: chaos is not just a byproduct, it's a tool. The more overwhelmed we are, the less likely we are to act, right? The more noise there is, the harder it becomes to think clearly at that. Also, it becomes harder to organize and to resist. This is done in a strategic way. So, when we're caught up in 50 headlines a day, when we're doom scrolling until midnight, arguing online, feeling helpless, it becomes almost impossible to focus on what really matters: our purpose, our values, and overall, our people. And that's exactly what those in power want. Because if we're exhausted, we're easier to control, right? If we're divided, we're easier to conquer. So, part of resistance, and I mean real resistance, is learning how to stay grounded in the storm. Not numb, not naive, but rooted, focused, and most importantly, awake. So, what groundedness looks like and what it doesn't. So, let's talk about what staying grounded actually means. It's not about checking out, it's not about pretending that everything is fine. It's actually about being selective with your attention. This is really important. It is about tuning into your body and your emotions, choosing action over endless reaction, protecting your energy so you can show up with intention, not just urgency. And it might look like taking a news break, right? It might also look like turning off your phone at night as well. It might look like saying no to one more meeting, protest, or post, and yes to stillness, right? Because we cannot be the best version of ourselves unless we're one with ourselves. We can't be everywhere. We can't fix everything, but we can stay aligned with what matters most to us. And that in itself is powerful. So, rebuilding from the inside out. So, what do? We root ourselves, right, in community. We protect our joy like it's sacred. We prioritize what we can control. And we need to stop letting what we can't steal our peace. And that's extremely important in these times. And maybe even most importantly, we remember that taking care of ourselves is not selfish, but it's actually a strategy. Because burnout and people that experience burnout cannot build a better world. So here's your permission to rest, to unplug, to breathe, not so you can escape the world, but you can come back to it, right? With strength and resilience. The world doesn't need more noise at this time. It needs more grounded people, more steady hands, and clear minds, more open hearts. And that's literally what I think we should all be focusing on during these times. If today's episode spoke to you, I see you, I feel it too, and I'm right with you. Please share this with someone who needs a moment to pause, to breathe, to reconnect, and let's build a different kind of culture. One that's rooted in care, clarity, and consciousness, and also cautious resistance. So, guys, subscribe to the Shift podcast anywhere podcast or stream. Also, go on hero.fm. That is hir.fm for exclusive weekly episodes, bonus reflections, and real tools for staying grounded in a chaotic world. Because real talk isn't just about calling things out, it's about calling ourselves back in. This is the shift. Real talk, real people, real change. See you next week.